If you're like me, you like to know how much things cost around the world. So I'm going to put a screen at the end of the video showing what I bought and how much it cost here in Mexico. So if you like that sort of thing, look at the screen at the end. This is my first time in Guanajuato, so I'm really excited. I'm on my way to downtown Guanajuato to see some of the most beautiful sights, I hope. Guanajuato is a beautiful small city in central Mexico. It's the capital of the state with the same name. UNESCO declared Guanajuato City a World Heritage Site in the 1950s. It's thought that before the Spanish settled the area in the 1500s, Chimchimera and Aztec tribes lived here, using the ore they found in their spiritual practices. Guanajuato became one of Mexico's richest states, with the mining of gold and silver, at one point producing up to 40% of all the world's silver. Such wealth led to the building of beautiful mansions, elegant churches, and these fine plazas. So if you wanted to live here in Guanajuato, you might very well live off of Callejone, which is this alleyway. Some of them are so narrow that you can't bring a car. So that's a consideration when you're looking for a place to live. But it's so charming. I wanted to get a bite to eat and found myself at the bustling Hidalgo market. I was feeling a little intimidated because of my beginner Spanish, but I found a popular fonda and sat down. I ate some great enchilada verde, and it came with an amazing cantaloupe water. Absolutely beautiful city. El Pipila is a monument to the hero Juan Amaro, called Pipila, which means turkey, because of his peculiar way of walking. He led the way to victory in 1810 in Mexico's movement for independence. A lot of the apartments I looked at were on the hillsides outside the centro, like that, which would have been great for the views of the city and accessing downtown, but I just knew there'd be nowhere to take the dog. One of the things that make Guanajuato so special is its underground cave system, which has been made into roadways, so the surface streets can be so pedestrian friendly. It gives the city a kind of fairy tale quality. They're very beautiful, but I think I'm a pretty confident driver. I'll try to drive in any country Even though it's been great in Mexico, I haven't had any problem. That stops right now because Guanajuato is a special case. I just spent the last 2 hours driving around lost in underground tunnels, one-way streets, crazy branched off bridges, and Google is useless here because half the time you're underground and there's just too many splits in these roads and they're all one-way streets. So I ended up going around and around, and I decided to find my way back to our apartment so I could park this car and just take a taxi. I'm not taking the car out in Guanajuato again. Every time we move to a new pueblo, I have to make the decision whether to stay in the center of town and see all the sights or stay a little bit out of town where the dogs will have more room and there's more opportunity for us to go for walks. So in this case, if you've ever seen downtown or central Guanajuato, you'll know that there's no place for dogs there, especially big ones like mine. We're staying outside of the centro in a little town called Marfil, and it's really an extension of Guanajuato, and we're lucky we have this great neighborhood. I've barely touched on the charms of Guanajuato. The culture, the restaurants, the fiestas, the singing in the streets. You could go on for days and days. Is Guanajuato the most beautiful city in Mexico? I would have to say yes, but I have yet to see all the other cities.